I'm in quite the mental pickle. I want to have a discussion with you guys relating to Genshin Impact. I'm running out of ideas. I have a couple of series lined up that I'm currently doing at the moment, but with the amount of content that I have to clear and the amount of time that it takes, I believe I'm leading to a burnout. But not just this, I'm finding it quite hard for me to play Genshin and games in general. I found myself to spend a lot less time indulging in video games. I was actually previously like this during 2021 near the lockdown, until my friend introduced me to Genshin Impact, a game that I could play in the meantime. Those events led up to here. I started Genshin Impact in around, I believe it was 2021 or 2022, and I managed to indulge in the contents of Inazuma, the Chasm, Sumeru, Fontaine, Natlan, and finally, we are currently undergoing Nordcry. The account that you currently see is actually my main account that I rarely show on the channel, and I've still yet to do the Nordcry quest on this particular one. I have over, I believe, 5 series of different varieties and sorts. Clearing content is going to be so difficult for me to keep up with, and I don't think I can do it. As of Genshin content, it's definitely going to be slowed down by a huge lot, as I've currently cleared everything in relating to the Archon quest. Now, in terms of the content that the game have to provide, I've noticed that they do have these sort of events right here, which would be great if I didn't feel so burnt out from the game. I just can't be bothered spending the time to play. I want to know if this feeling is mutual, or if I'm the only one facing this. As for video ideas, I really don't know what I want to do. There has been a drop off in views because I've not been uploading, and there was a change in how YouTube promotes videos around October, and that's literally when the video views starts dropped off. I actually do not hate Nordcry. I love the story. I think it's really awesome. We had some really cool characters in there for sure. In fact, one of the coolest that I think I've seen in quite a while. I would say definitely more cooler than Natlan. But even with this, I'm struggling to find myself engaged in the game. I do have solutions that I've yet to try, and that's actually reducing the amount of time that I spend on my other accounts and just focusing on one account mainly. And I think spending less time on the game would generally make me feel better, as I will then be refueled to come back. Additionally, I've been filled with work, which has taken up some time, and I think that's caused me to have a change of habits. Anyways, I needed to hear your thoughts on this. If you've had mutual feelings about the game overall, I don't know when you guys started, you can tell me about your experiences. Maybe we can compare. I will take the initiative to have a conversation with you guys in the comments. I always do, if I can. I don't know what this means for the future of the channel. We do have another game mode that they introduced called Nilestria, and I believe this would be a great tool for content creators to use when they're bored with Genshin stuff. But I do believe this should have been a separate title altogether, because I'm pretty sure it's completely different from Genshin, and it takes up unwanted space. Anyways, that's besides the point. I don't think I'll be using Nilestria anytime soon. Maybe I will. I really don't know. I could start now, maybe later. I might potentially move on to different contents in the future, or I might just stick to Genshin, but just with a lot less frequency. I will be streaming, of course. All of it's non-profit when I do streams, so I do it purely for the community. As for my videos, there is a little bit of profit made, but it's more like a little change, to be honest with you. You know, I do sometimes worry about my channel because it has obviously been dropping off and I've not really been uploading. And with that combo, it's just not a good sign for the community and for me and everyone else. I want to keep the channel alive somehow or some way, because I genuinely do enjoy interacting with you guys. I love responding to comments. I love reading comments. I love talking to you guys, even through live streams. By the way, I am live on YouTube and Twitch, depending on what game I'm playing usually. So if you do want to follow me, if you click on the description, it will be listed there. And then there's the additional thing with YouTube that I don't like. They've introduced a new thing called hype points. So when underrated creators, I think it's like under 80,000 subscribers, post a video, you can hype the video up. It's like a like function. I mean, what's the point in adding a hype feature when you have a like button? Like, that should suffice. You don't need a hype function. That's just so unnecessary. But anyways, regardless, I would have to ask people to like, hype, and then comment, right? And then maybe subscribe. I really don't care if you do subscribe or not, because that's entirely your choice. Again, liking is also your choice, and hyping is your choice as well. But that stuff does help, or at least it's supposed to. But yeah, I generally don't like spewing out that sort of generic stuff where it's like you have to like and comment, but I sort of have to. If you do have any other suggestions on what games I should play, you can also let me know about that as well. I'll see what you guys have to say. Although I will warn you, I am quite picky, so there's your discretion. As for the final thoughts, I do have a list of games that I'm currently playing. Of course, Genshin Impact is one of them, Honkai Star Rail, Infinity Nikki, and potentially I might want to play Minecraft again, but we'll have to see. I'm in that stage of YouTube again where it's like I'm beginning YouTube for the first time, which means I actually have the flexibility to try different games. It feels like I've been pulled out of my chains and I can upload whatever I want. I might re-upload some of my VA stuff on the main channel as well. We'll see how that goes. Additionally, I would also upload some of my YouTube member stuff, so that'll be cool. I've also been thinking about doing more vlogs, which would be quite fun, but I don't want to dox my location, so I'm going to be quite careful when I do that, or if I do that. If you do want to see that, let me know. I did put a community post like a while ago, but a lot of you seem to be in favor of it. If you have any suggestions on how I can enjoy Genshin again, you can let me know on that as well, because I really need it. It's quite hard to stay motivated when you have a bunch of accounts and when you have a lot of content to clear. One thing I would recommend if you do start a new account, please keep it to a minimum. Keep it to 1, keep it to 2. Have 2 accounts, maybe 3. Don't have any more than that, please. I know you're going to set out a challenge, but I must warn you, the content that is in this game is overwhelmingly long and tedious. This will burn you out from Genshin. If you do cherish this game genuinely, try to keep a moderate amount of time on the game, or else you'll probably end up like me. Hopefully my love for gaming can be rekindled to some capacity. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Okay, that's my thoughts that I just wanted to share with you guys. I think I needed to address this because I've been pretty absent lately, and I believe I owed you some sort of explanation. Hopefully that clears things up. And you will probably be seeing some videos in the future. Maybe Genshin, who knows? Okay, I'm gonna see you guys in the comment section now. Bye-bye.